Mate, are you surprised at, I guess, the level of animosity from Brock?
No, you guys should have been with me the whole freaking week. As soon as I got here, he had nothing to say. When he pointed out my shoes, that was the first comments he's ever said in his life. You know, somebody must have told him, like, look, Brock, you're letting this guy walk all over you verbally, this and that, you know. And now he's coming out. He's letting himself be heard. I could care less what he said. I had to act offended, but it was some fun stuff. I really liked the fact that he came up to me to bother me because I was bored in that ring on that media workout. So once he gave me something to zone in on, you guys saw I didn't take my eyes off of him. I was locked in. Every time we do the face-off, I'm ready to fight today. You know, I'm really tired of that smug look on his face where he thinks he's done something. I don't care how long I've been out of the sport. He's never touched one of my accolades in the sport of boxing, you know. So, yeah, you want to talk about one time. He hasn't done one thing one time, one great moment in boxing. All of his past opponents have 6 to 8 to 13 losses on their resume, you know. But I know he's young. I know he's strong. I know this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for him. If he's really geared up, really gun-ho, he can make something happen. So I expect him to swing for the fence. The only thing is he's going to be missing a lot. I'm going to be using my world-class skills and tactics in there, and I'm just going to put him through a boxing lesson.
What was he saying up there in the face-off?
He's going to hurt me, and, you know, I'm just telling him he's bitch-made, you know. Just saying anything to get under his skin. He didn't. Yeah, I mean, I'm using a little bit of foul language, you know, but I just want to press his buttons because he fights like a Tetris, man. He just you know, he's very square. I don't think he has tremendous hand speed, and you know, especially for a lightweight fighter moving up. You know, I've seen lightweights, and lightweights are notoriously known for the speed that they bring as they continue to move up. You know, even Terrence Crawford, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, so many lightweights as they move up. They, you know, even Paulie Malignaggi was always pretty good. Even at 147, he always had that fast jab, you know. So I don't really see from the American boxers that I know, that I grew up with, that I've worked with, the world champions that I've worked with ever since I was an amateur, I just don't really see what Brock is bringing to the table that's going to be a problem for me. But I guarantee that Keith Thurman is going to be a problem from the beginning of the fight come Wednesday night.
You seem to really get under his skin when you mentioned the trainer, his corner, Jeff Fenech not going to be in his corner. What do you make of that whole situation now?
I saw a little snippet where Fenech was very respectful. You know, he says he's got love for Brock, you know, and that he's ultimately he's a good chap. I've heard that he kind of is a good kid, but depending on his surroundings and his teams and some of his family people, you know, there's a persona that ends up making him be a certain way. That's life sometimes, you know. You go over here. You act this way, you go over there, you act that way with these friends, with those friends, you know. But at the end of the day, this is boxing. He's going to have to show me what he really brings into the ring. I'm going to show my world-class skills. He's going to be in the ring with a 2-time world champion, something that he's never been in the ring with. The closest thing he ever was to witnessing was his coach, and he's calling me an old man. His trainer, the old man, left him because he didn't want to listen. He was being a little too stubborn, a little too hard-headed. So obviously he must have a tremendous game plan by himself. He must know exactly what to do. He must be able to, you know, be ready to take over the whole world of boxing come 2025. And if any of that's true, he's got one opportunity to do it, and it comes Wednesday night.
It seems to be a mismatch. Guy that's basically training himself.
I really don't know, and I really don't care. You know, I've come here focused with my team. We're on our mission to just reestablish ourselves in the sport of boxing. It's been a long time since you guys have seen me like this. We had some great build-up for the Tszyu fight, but we did not get to fight week. You know, unfortunately we were injured. I had my surgery, but here we are, ready to go. Yes, Brock is right. Yes, I'm coming off of a surgery. Yes, maybe this injury right here, this big old scar, maybe it's not 100%. But at 45%, I'm still whooping his ass. So, I mean, I'm just happy to be here. and show what I can do today. And no matter what my performance is, this isn't the epitome of Keith Thurman. This is just the beginning of the comeback of Keith Thurman in 2025. So I do look forward to wiping the floor with Brock come Wednesday night and then getting back into action as soon as possible and furthering my performances come later this year.
Everyone said that injury was a sliding doors moment for Tszyu. You know, not being able to fight you, he then lost twice. How would things have gone for Tszyu had you not got injured and that fight gone ahead? Where would he be now?
I mean, it would have been. It's very interesting, you know. Obviously, we were extremely confident. You know, you can't play these what if scenario things that never would have happened. You know, but at the end of the day, I was fully confident that I was being underestimated at that time by Tszyu because he was steamrolling through the division. You know, but with the footwork, with the ring IQ, his lack of defense, you know, he pretty much got outboxed because of the distance of Fundora. He had the unfortunate cut on the top of his head. But when you look at how that cut occurred, it cut because Tszyu overstepped. Okay, you can watch the highlight in slow-mo. Tszyu overstepped into the elbow. It's not even like Fundora moved an elbow, raised the elbow. Tszyu ran right into it. And for Keith one-time Thurman, that's enough evidence that he does not have real ring control, which the proper word is called spacing. If Tszyu had good spacing, he would have never been in that scenario. The fact that he found himself in that scenario, if I was in the ring that night, I would have been able to have a better spacing control. I would have been able to take advantage. And most likely, like the left hook that really upset him later on in the year, I most likely would have landed some really nice left hooks, some really nice power shots, which Fundora was not eager to do. Fundora was eager to just box, not get hit, and really just not get hit. You know, and so I think it was a lackluster of an action-packed fight. If it wasn't for looking like a scary movie in Halloween or something with all the blood trickling down Tszyu's face, I think a lot of people would have turned the TV off. I was surprised he didn't pass out from the lack of blood loss. The adrenaline kept him going all night. He's a tremendous warrior. And then I think his team just did some bad matchmaking, too eager to make him champion of the world again. You just lost your first fight. Showcase his skills and talents. The American fans saw a tough fighter, a good fighter. So just showcase that again. But unfortunately, his team, just like Brock's team, they think sometimes they're like, no, we're going to do this. This is all, we got it. We're going to make this happen. This person's a nobody. This champion of the world, this former champion of the world, they're nobodies, you know? And, you know, sometimes, like I said, there's people who walk around in this world with false views, and eventually they'll wake up to reality.
Do you think you've gotten under his skin?
I hope so. I'm tired. I'm tired of that man he's got this look, he's got this broad chin, just stands up there, you know? I mean, it's fun, man. It's just trash talk. Like I tell people, sometimes people are really entertained, you know? Sometimes people make really good snippets and they run on it. You get a lot of hype throughout a week. And then sometimes people are in the comment section saying, you know, Thurman's a fool, Thurman's old, Thurman's retired. And you get all these little other comments and Thurman talks too much, you know? But at the end of the day, what people don't understand is this is my job. Can I enjoy my job? Can I have fun doing my job? What do you want to see out of Keith Thurman? It's been 3 years, everybody. Oh, thank God. I've been praying. I've been on my hands and my knees for 3 years. Lord, let me fight. Let me fight, Lord. Jesus, Allah, Buddha, all of you, do something. You know? Like, what do you want out of Keith Thurman? Keith Thurman wants to bring great fights into boxing. I want to showcase the world-class skills that I've always had in the sport of boxing, and I want to bring out a little bit of entertainment, baby. You know, so it just is what it is. Real soon, all this talk will be over, and the fight will be happening. And the truth is, that's what I came here to do. I'm ready. It's been a long time coming. I'm looking forward to being in that ring, being in the bright lights, hearing these Sydney fans. I'm expecting some cheers. I'm expecting some boos, and then I'm just expecting to win.